And a big thing last night, you know, we went out for dinner afterwards, was the idea of being zen for the entire.
Oh yeah.
You were talking about how
locked in.
Pretty much being locked in, but you were talking about how like the first set against Eris he was still pretty locked in. I mean, we know he's an emotional player. He didn't seem that like getting out of his chair when he lost his stock.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's a start.
Yeah, start with the Looney Tunes action, starting with walking the dog. That's kind of what you come to expect with the Steve gameplay. And so Rap playing as you normally expect. But Final Destination of all stages to start off this set is a little bit of an oddball.
It's a great stage for Greninja. Not too sure what the ban process was, but maybe Rap doesn't mind FD that much.
Yeah, I mean, I know Evan likes, Warner likes PS2 against Greninja. I mean, against Steve, which is kind of an odd thing, right? People keep saying to ban PS2. It's a really good stage for Steve. But, I mean, it looks like our other option is going on to... Oh, you're dead.
Oh, okay. Well,
he really wanted that 0 to death. Someone was dying there.
I was about to say things weren't looking very good for Warner. I mean, he lost that last stock pretty quickly and seemed like he was on the way to getting comboed into another stock loss very, very quickly. But then Rap took that SD. He's not missing a beat, though.
Yeah, logged off.
Yeah.
A little bit rough there. Now, currently sitting pretty 2 clean stocks as Rap. Warner stuck really on the back foot here, trying to find anything, because I mean that first stock was basically an SD, so like, you have not gotten much percentage on the board. Now you're getting walked again.
Oh. Yeah, the second Greninja gets set underneath the ledge by any chance, it's going to be like 50 times harder for Greninja to recover, just because of the block setups that we've seen Rap is utilizing.
Yep, just getting so much damage. Now with this diamond, it is going to take a whole lot of work for Warner to make it back, and that back air is going to ensure that he will not be doing so here in this game 1. So Rap takes a very commanding 1-0 lead.
That game was crazy because he did not let Warner get anything started.
Not at all.
Yeah. Every hit felt like basically some sort of stray. It was nothing solidly done. Warner's game plan never really came to fruition, and everything was coming up Rap.
Yeah, Rap SD'd that first stock too around like 50%, so Warner was only able to get about 80% on the board in total, which is rough.
I think we definitely... Oh, the pump.
Okay.
Rap is
he
not...
really wants it.
Warner may be going for the Zen strategy. Rap is going to be playing with his full range of emotions, I think.
Yeah, Rap as a player really plays with his emotions on his sleeve, right? He definitely feels every hit he takes. He makes sure you feel every hit that he gives you.
He's hitting the you take damage in real life special. That's tough. That's scary.
No jump, but getting the hit out in time.
Yeah, some tricks with the Shadow Sneak there to recover, but caught by that Anvil. Once again, it feels like Warner's gotten a few stray hits, but none of that Greninja combo game advantage state that we have come to expect.
And it feels like Rap, anytime they get hit, they really aren't sure what to do in the disadvantage state. And it just feels like they're guessing as much as Evan is, as Warner is, which is leading to a lot of weird scramble situations where Warner's not getting a follow-up hit on the normal startups that we see from them.
It does seem like Rap is doing a really good job of just staying outside of like the Greninja hit zone though, and just like as soon as he gets hit, he's like trying to get out of there.
Ooh, nice catch with the backer there.
I would like to see Warner get something on the board for himself.
Good wait.
Oh, we got a drag down
great
jab block.
That's something. You're on the board. You finally have lead for the first time in the set, really.
And I like this hollow pick too against Steve, because this is a stage where you get both iron and stone, and it messes up your mining schedule, because like the golden, the circle, middle circle, and then the outer ones are stone only, and then the platform and the hexagon or whatever octagon is iron based. If it's iron, it slows down how fast you mine, on top of mixing up what mats you're getting in what order. Yeah, so it's going to take you long to get diamond if you're going to have to be constantly moving around to get materials, which against Greninja is something you have to do. He just nailed dash attacks.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, Rap doesn't have a lot of materials, but he hasn't seemed to need them, riding the Anvil all the way down and getting that kill. So Rap taking the advantage back, even with a relatively low material count.
It's an unfortunate Acme Corp situation there with all the Anvil drops. It's looking a little on the rough side.
Yeah, Rap looked a little in trouble at the start of this game, but he was able to work his way back. Warner struggling to get anything started once again, kind of like what we saw in the last game, 82% and only counting.
Yeah, Rap's saying, I got no materials, but I can still let trap you. But Warner finally back on stage. And
Yeah, that's just the threat of Steve, though. You don't want to be too close, because what if he pulls out the back air just out of when he's facing backwards to you? What if he like just jumps out? He doesn't have any materials. This is the one time a lot of these like mix-ups kind of don't exist. And it's
oh
Okay,
no!
we're resting a little bit for funsies. That's a little bit of a tilter for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we're already seeing the Zen fall apart a little bit. We saw some frustration on Warner's face and an immediate run it back, but he is trying to shake it off. I can kind of see it in his face. He's trying to lock back in, calm down a little bit, and see if he can make anything happen in this third game.
He was definitely making some good adjustments at the start, realizing that he wasn't getting any like long strings, so he wanted 1-2 pieces, but I think Rap started working around that pretty well too, so kind of halted any momentum Warner had.
Just throwing that TNT there to start things off, stop the Greninja dash attack threat.
Yeah, we were seeing that yesterday in a lot of Rap sets. Is by using the TNT, you're using a lot of your dirt up early, meaning that the blocks you're going to be placing, most of them are going to be a little more wood, a little bit stone, a little bit earlier, right? Makes it a bit easier to set the wall and make them use more of their like scaling to try to break it.
We're seeing those small hits.
Yep.
That's a Shadow Sneak snipe coming in from Warner. That is something you need to get yourself back in the board, both in-game and kind of mentality-wise.
Absolutely. I mean, the weakness of the Shadow Sneak is that obviously you can see the shadow moving across the floor, but when you're off stage, there's no ground to see it on, so Rap caught unawares by that Shadow Sneak. So that is an early kill going the way of Warner.
These blocks are really messing with a lot of like Warner's like 1-2 pieces, right? Like it's either back air's getting stopped early, or they're not able to get a continuation hit of it.
All right, good move around the up smash to get a punish here and there.
Yeah, things are looking so much better for Warner right now. Even using that forward air to interrupt the minecart, you got to be very precise with that, or you're going to get hit. We saw him do it a few times against Eris with mixed success yesterday. So the fact that he was able to get one is a good sign.
I like
Great
going low
catch.
there, not quite up to take the stock right now. And we tech as well, so
Nice.
Warner still having some driver's seat initiative here.
Yeah, he's trying to make this happen. Not the kind of player to just give up after going down 2-0. We'll see if he can get a game here. However, caught by that earlier back air, I mean, that is a good way to neutralize Greninja's landing aerials. They don't come out that quickly, so if you can just go up and meet it with an anti-air, that back air is a very, very good way to do it.
It's kind of ridiculous how. Ooh. You can parry all you want, but you do have to be.
He did have to
careful.
back off there, because
Yeah.
it's like, what else are you supposed to do?
And Warner, kind of like last game, has gotten out to a lead. This is an even bigger lead than last time, but can he actually hold on to it? The forward air is going to consolidate that lead with a stock lead.
And there's no diamond too. Rap didn't get a second diamond for this stock.
He's looking for it.
Oh well.
Oh, still fine.
High with the Hydro Pump means you do get to come back here. Still stuck in this disadvantaged state. Surviving the lava as well.
I like that he used the shuriken to break the block next to the ledge and just kind of open that space up for him a little bit.
And that's a nil. That's a death.
Now it's even.
Yep.
Sure is. I mean,
Yeah.
Warner has been looking so good all game, but, you know, Rap's got an inventory full of iron. He's not necessarily going to be able to be building a whole lot of walls if you keep this pressure up, but he's still got a couple of minecarts, a couple of anvils that you got to worry about.
I do like the slight timing mix-ups on Warner's back there. Right? We were seeing how consistently Rap was actually parrying them and the amount of punishes Rap was able to get off them. So the fact you're mixing it up is making it a little bit easier in these potential scramble disadvantage situations. However, you have to watch out there.
Can Warner make something happen? I mean, we're just playing the iron game for Rap. He has a totally empty inventory, but that wall is going to allow him to get a few more materials.
He's definitely been doing a good job moving around every mix-up Rap's been throwing out so far.
Diamond on deck now. Gets a little bit scary, but you have Steve off stage.
He had the right option there, but I think he hesitated.
Yeah, not the right timing. Ooh, trying to use that forward smash. He is going to get grabbed for it.
Okay.
Keeps getting these grabs.
No materials now.
We have one minecart potentially available or down air out of shield.
But that is all you need. One iron is
crazy.
enough for an anvil, and that is going to be the kill. So Rap taking a 3-0 over Warner to move on in this winner side bracket.